Tuesday the 22nd, I think it is, of August 23, back in Eakring. This is the road track that I came out of 4 days ago, and it comes out onto the main road through Eakring, and the route is to turn right and then some way short of the bus stop that I got to last time. You turn left along side lane, which can be seen coming up on the left hand side, into side lane. Side lane eventually turns right and becomes back lane, but there's a footpath straight ahead at the side of the property called Cherry Lee. It's a very long track running alongside of this fence and perhaps somebody's back garden, but eventually at the end of it, it does turn right. And the Robin Hood Way now turns left. Please keep to the footpath. I do when I know where it is. Still going on the side of this field. It is fenced off. Hedge on the right and the wire fence on the left. And leaving the field edge track down to here. I don't know which way the Robin Hood Way goes, but I suspect it turns right. I know this bit is referred to in the guidebook, Mompesson's Cross, so let's have a look. And I can see it up there. William Mompesson, 1639 to 1709, arrived at Eakring from Eyam. He'd been rector there during the plague. He prevented the spread of the disease, well, we know how that happened, but 259 died among his flock, including his first wife. He was called Hero of the Plague, and he obviously moved here. The memorial was restored in 1893 and 1894. No, the restoration of the Memorial Cross from 1893 was carried out in 1984 by the Women's Institute of Eakring to celebrate the centenary of the Women's Institute movement, 1915 to 2015. This information board is for the benefit of those who visit this site. And there it is. With a convenient seat at the side. Now no time to sit on the seat, so there's the cross, and it's back to the way, which I'm pretty sure goes down that track, because that's the direction I've got to go. So when I get to the end of this little expedition, this little deviation here, it's to the left down the track. The sign, wrong side again, but they are the visible side. It is down here, but one has to go past the post to see which way to go. Still on the same track, it's coming to an end, and this is the situation at the end. We have farm outbuildings that way, and I suspect we have to go this way. I can't see any signs. The description tells us that this track soon turns left. Here is the left turn, but there is a sign on the board, and we turn left with it. Rather than go down the gap there, we turn left. Coming out very soon onto the main road, I think. Over the barrier. Coming out on the road. And the main road has just come into sight down there. Coming out of Church Lane, and we're going to go across the road and to the right. There's the bus stop, not the one I've used, and we're going into Willow Road. We're told to walk along Willow Road until we come to an old windmill, and then we turn left. This is the entrance to the windmill, and that looks something like the shape of a windmill, so I guess it's down here, and just after this we turn left. I hope it's not too far, because the road is narrow and there's no sensible verge to walk on. And a vehicle did come up just in these few yards. Another vehicle's come up. I'm going to cross over. It might be safer on the outside of these bends, and this might be the path. It is. So, through the gate, or round the gate. Slowly, and along the track to the gate ahead. And that's what I like to see when I come into a field, a clear way of the track across the field. There's quite a nice view from this field. That's the view looking back through the North Notts countryside. The track goes. At the end of this field there's another sign. We're doing another better for signs today, which tells us to go straight on, and we can see the route across the next field. A lovely clear morning, very sunny. Continue across across this field. There is a church straight ahead. If it's a church, it might be a Church, which is where the walk finishes. But many miles to go yet. We've got some wind turbines there, a big solar farm. It's just 10:40, so we've been going a little under half an hour. Well out to Eakring, on the way to Rufford Park. That's the next feature of interest. At the end of crossing that field, we get to the gap. Another sign. So down the steps and straight ahead through what were two separate fields, I think. Nearly across. At the end it dropped down slightly and through a gate with some more signs. We're doing very well for signs this morning. The way is clear without them though. Yes, last Friday the way wasn't clear and there weren't the signs. And although the track could go down there and through the gap, we're told it goes straight ahead and over a bridge, looks like a railway bridge, which is a walking trail possibly. Over the bridge. On the other side, in absence of anything, there's a sign again between the flat fields. Nice to leave this section. At the end of this section, it looks like straight on still, of course, and a bridge. A bridge with some footpath markers on. Without any footpath markers on. Right. They're at the end of the bridge. Hidden away there, across this field. A fairly clear track. Across the field. Halfway across. It's a big field. The end of the field joins gravel or tarmac tracks. With no sign at this point as to which way to go. I'll read the instructions. This is no public right of way, so it's certainly not that way, which is back anyway. Might be down there, more likely that way. It is down this track. And then it turns left. However, before it turns left, we've got a zigzag, right, left, coming up very soon. Veering to the right and to the left with a lake beyond. There is a Robinson Way sign, private no right of way, down the side of the field, and the arrow is showing left. So it's left. Past the field entrance. Layfields limited and light source traffic. In the absence of any signage, I'm going straight on. Nearly 11 o'clock. The track going past the buildings here. I hope that's the way we're supposed to go. Not been a sign for a while. past the buildings. No signs, still going the same way, between a nice avenue of trees. There's a sign on the fence in the corner on the right. 10 years to go left, and both of the signs are positioned properly to be seen from the direction of walking. This is the left turn on the track here. And yet another sign confirming straight on. I was lucky this morning catching an earlier bus. Instead of going into Mansfield, and the first free one I could have caught would have been 10:15. By walking about 3 miles to Blyth, I got the 9:15 as it arrived in Blyth at 9:41. It was actually 5 minutes early, so that got me to Eakring at about 10 past, quarter past 10. Approaching the end of the straight section of that track. The track splits into two. There is a sign, too far away to read, but I think those red notices indicate that you don't go that way. Now there is a sign on this saying it's down this track. Near the kennels. Looks like it's got to be straight ahead, there's no other way. That was an interesting one. A narrow opening for me and a coded number for the vehicle about to come past. And continuing down the track. Car needing another code to get through that, and there's some gates here and it's straight on for me, so if I run before the gates close, which is now, they've registered me, so they've opened again. That's alright, you can close now. We come up on the golf course before Rufford Country Park. On through the golf course. And approaching Rufford Country Park very soon. Car just driven the other way. The green's getting room. I'm going to follow it to the gate down there, and luckily at the gate there is a sign. Rufford Park Golf and Country Club, number 13. I'm glad to say we're still in yards, 589 yards, etc. And there's the sign, and I think this will be the river for the water that enters the country park, I think. I'm not seeing any signs here, so I'm going to look at the instructions. Despite all the off-putting signs, the guide says turn left at a waymark, and there it is on the post. So it is along here, even though it says no unauthorised persons. And the water is an exit from the lake at Rufford. The way passes the bungalow. The bungalow hasn't passed, and tractor is coming along this track, but it managed to turn round and is leaving. And we have a sign here that tells us that we also leave the track. Double sign, so twice as correct going down this track. Becomes more enclosed in wooded area. Rufford Park is quite a wooded area. Following the main track, in the absence of signs, just keep going. This track should go straight to the main road, A614, which has to be crossed. The way does not actually go into Rufford Country Park. That is a detour. So I'm going straight on now to the A614. Lots of pigs' houses here. All desirable residences if you're a pig. After discussion with the cyclist as to whether this is a right of way, we had a laugh about this sign. They hide them away. There it is. Again, an absence of signs. This looks like the main track, and here the A614 getting closer and closer, so I'll take my chances down here. A614 not very far away now. And there's the A614 in all its glory. Last crossed just above the old roundabout near the awkward bend after leaving Blideth. After that bit of confusion near those properties, there's no indication of Robin Hood Way here. Private manor farm, no lorries, and I have to go straight across. That's going to be fun. I think the road is clear now. Yes, I got across all right. And this side, there is a sign. When we get fairly close to Centre Parks on this side. Let's move away from the 614 as quickly as possible. It's too noisy and busy. Continuing among the trees. There's the access to Centre Parks, the vehicles there. Soon be joining the access road. Beware motor vehicles. Gates to stop the motor vehicles. And a Robin Hood Way sign on the right hand side on the footpath post, and it's straight on. So I shall cross over the access road and go straight on. All traffic second left, staff only first left. And that is the access to Centre Parks, Sherwood Forest. Another sign there. Some strange noises coming from those grates. There's a right turn somewhere off this track. Caution barrier area. Where's this right turn? Oh, something here. That's it. Along this field edge. Approaching the corner of that field. No signs, I don't think, but the way follows the track, I guess, round to the left. The map does indeed show the route turning left at the end of the field before the wood, and very soon it goes half right. Cooperative Farms Carnoustie. That's a long way from home then. Very quiet and peaceful at the moment. Coming up the other side with a small group of trees. is eventually going to come out on the main Edwinstowe-Clipston Road. Slight correction after looking at the map. It does come out on the road, you can see the traffic going along it, but it's not the main road. It is a minor road, but it still travels from the general direction of the outskirts of Edwinstowe towards the general direction of the outskirts of Clipston. Everyone's way is indicated as going straight on. I'll go straight on. To cross the road and then turn left is South Forest Leisure Centre, I think. Asked you to cross over first and then you can walk this way along the pavement safely. I don't think that's the sign. The pavement comes to an end very soon, so perhaps that's where the way turns to the right. I see there is a footpath sign. Through the gate when this gate is closed. Continuing through the car park area and onto the track ahead. The track narrowing between the high crops on the right and a hedge of some sort on the left. Under the electricity cables. I think we come to a railway track eventually. Leaving the crops behind, but still in the same general direction, side of the fields for a long way. Looking over Edwinstowe, Edwinstowe Church, which may have been the spire we saw earlier on. At the end of that field it carries on into the next field and we come to an even more minor road than the other one. Fields of potatoes. Across this very minor road. And it's down to the railway. Down the track to the railway crossing. Could be used for passengers again if the Robin Hood line was extended to Ollerton, but we did have a train trip many years ago along this line. We actually got out at Ollerton, had to wander around. Or was it Edwinstowe? Probably Edwinstowe. Here's the railway track. The sign Robin Hood Way straight across. Nothing coming that way. Nothing coming that way. Nice easy gates. Balanced so as to close easily. Now it's down to the river where we turn left. The T-junction of tracks, and then we go to the left on the Robin Hood Way. Not a way for the general public, I don't think. The river. And then left after the hedge. A way down to have a paddle. There was a track off to the left there going to the water, but this is the easiest way, I think, along the top. Getting to the end of this section, coming out into the open before we turn right on the track to Archway House. The river down there. We come out into the open here. A welcome sign on the post. Joining the main track here. Robin Hood Way goes to the right, In a few minutes I'll be taking the way on the left to get to the bus. But at the moment I'm going to go to Archway House, which is to the right. Archway House is between the trees. There it is. That's the Robin Hood Way. And this is Archway House. Right, so that's where I'll finish for today. I should turn around and go back, pick up the bus.